Namaste to all of you. Today I am continuing my series where I am sharing my views on design profession and whatever experiences that I have had. So as I had mentioned earlier, I have been teaching in various design institutes as a visiting faculty for product design, interior design courses. And I have a lot of parents approaching me to seek guidance about their children. They want to pursue career in design and whether they should do or not, or they have a lot of queries. So I thought of sharing my views on this particular topic today. So I hope it is helpful for all the parents. Um, Okay, so the first thing that I would like to tell you that you try and communicate, interact with your child, and get to know why he or she wants to pursue career in design. What is it? Is it just because other people are doing it? That's why he wants to do that, or is it because that I have come across these notions also that people think that there are no, you don't have to study much, like learn a lot of theory and then write written papers in design courses. So some of them have this idea that that if they enroll into this particular course, any design course, they'll have a lot of time and they don't have to study much. But that is not at all true. Yes, many of the courses, it being a course or a project oriented assignments, you don't have a exam per se, a written exam where you need to remember many theoretical concepts and write about it. That will be very less to do, but the project work that you will have to do would be really something that you need to slog and you need to put a lot of hard work in that. So that shouldn't be the case, that if you think that it is something that a very easy and light assignment course, it's not like that. So think about it if before enrolling. So try and understand why they want to do. Is it really because they are passionate about the design field that they have chosen? Also, there are a lot of branches in design. So broadly, I would say that it is about two-dimensional design or three-dimensional design. So by that I mean two-dimensional would be graphic related or UI related or which like user interface where the designer contribute in the two-dimensional work. It could be coming up with patterns and designs or making a graphic designer would be responsible to come up with many of the uh, uh, like sketches for, or like it could be illustrations or it could be coming up with branding logos. So all that becomes two-dimensional kind of a work, or a textile designer who comes up with patterns for different textiles for home furnishing or things like that. So these are just the few examples that I quoted. The field is really vast. So whatever is your interest, you can just deep dive into it. There are so many resources available just at a click of a button through internet. So please go search, find out what is it that you want to do or your child want to do. Try and see more about it and then validate whether it is it that you would like to do for rest of your life or for a longer period of your life. Would you like to do pursue that as your profession? So get clarity about that. So I was talking about two-dimensional and three-dimensional design. So three-dimensional related design would be where you are dealing more with three-dimensional objects. So it could be product design, or it could be architecture, interior design, furniture design. So when you have clarity about what is it that you really like or you really are passionate about, and so that's the first criteria. Try and have clarity about why you want to enroll or why your child wants to enroll this particular course, and you help the child to discover more about it. you can find out that who are the people with whom, the expert people with whom you can connect and get more knowledge about the same. And then based on that you can go ahead with the decision. Second thing that I would like to bring in here is that you need to understand whether the child has a potential or required, basic required aptitude. Like I talked about two-dimensional design or three-dimensional design. So there are few people who are more uh, who have developed their ability to visualize three-dimensional forms, and if they want to draw that on paper they can do that, or if they look at any drawing, or they are able to visualize it. So to deal with forms and spaces one needs to have that ability. So try and check with your child whether, or you can just see the work and see by yourself. But then many a times it happens that parent always think that their child has a very good sketching ability or drawing ability, but if they are not in that field they won't be able to understand whether it is up to the mark which is required to take that as a profession. So my advice would be, try to approach any expert and get their opinion and see if the basic ability, the basic aptitude for that three-dimensional design is there or not. If it's not there, then there's no point. It can be developed, but you need to have that passion. Then it could be. But if it's not there, then there's no point in pursuing that and getting frustrated that I'm not able to do that. And then I would also, the third point that I would like to say here is that the many parents, they ask me about what is the scope that this particular field has. In future, will my child be able to fetch a job or employment or a certain certainty about having that consistent. Of course everyone is that financial stability, every parent is concerned about that. So for that what I personally would like to say is, there are, for any profession I would say that, but especially for a creative profession like design, you need to develop, whoever is pursuing that, you need to develop your skills to the best possible, whatever you can do in it. And if you have developed that skill set, then no matter which field, which design field is that, people would be liking to hire you, to employ you for the skills that you have. So your, as a student when you are working, you need to work hard for that portfolio. So what is a portfolio? Is basically, it's a sample of work that you produce, and it will show the employer or the viewer, whoever is having looked at your portfolio, what kind of skills you have, how you are able to grasp the design process and implement it in your project. So of course, which institute you come from matters, but even better than that is your portfolio. What kind of work? I have seen examples that people who are coming from, the students who are coming from eminent schools, don't have a good quality of portfolio. Like they haven't developed, they haven't work best on their skills to develop their skills. But I have seen opposite examples also, that the students who have come from not that great or that known schools, but they have excellent set of skills that they have developed, and that with the help of that they've got the jobs that they wanted to do, or start their own consultancy. So in short, the scope is something that you need to create for yourself with having that skill set, developing that skill set. And then I think that there's no seeing, looking back, if you are willing to do that. And as a designer, you have to be a lifelong learner. You need to be open minded and keep